Hi guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel, I talk about other things like today when I'll be reviewing the new Nollywood film on Netflix, All Na Vibes. Now, this review will contain spoilers, so if you want to see All Na Vibes and support the up-and-coming filmmaker and the up-and-coming cast in the movie, then please head over to Netflix and watch it, because I will be dropping spoilers in this review, like I said, and I will be giving this movie a few jabs. So if you want to watch the film, please just go and watch the film. You have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Are they gone? Good. For the rest of you who stayed, I've just saved you 1 hour and 19 minutes of your life. That movie, All Na Vibes, is trash. We are going to be talking about it in December when I talk about the worst movies of 2023. The synopsis, let me give you the breakdown. All Na Vibes is about two friends, Abiola and Lamidi. They're out of school. No, they're not out of school. ASU is on strike, so, university students are at home and they're idle. Lamidi is a bad boy. Abiola is kind of like a good kid, trying to, toe the right path. During this strike, all of a sudden, one day, Lamidi decides he wants to have a party, a kick-ass party, and he tries to get his friend Abiola on board. Abiola agrees. They go and see their other friend, Sade, who Abiola kind of has a crush on, because they want to use Sade's house to throw the party. Sade says yes. Later on in the movie, for some reason, what they don't tell us what the reason is, Sade changes her mind and she says no. Anyway, they find another location, they have the party, they invite Sade even though she turned them down earlier, and then after the party, Sade gets kidnapped. And in the final minutes of the film, it's just about them finding Sade, and they ultimately find her at the end of the day. That's the film, essentially. This film, the problem with it, there are several problems, but the main problem with this film is that this film lacked direction. It lacked purpose. It didn't have any meaning. Its life had no meaning. I should have known anyway. When they call a film All Na Vibes, you want to think the best, but actually they're telling us that this film has no direction. It's just vibes. I equate it to, how when you go to the restaurant and you order a dish, like a burger or a pizza or whatever. So that's the main, and then the main comes with sides, right? This film was all over the place, in the sense that it was like going to a restaurant and just ordering sides, and there's no main food, there's no main meal. It's just a bunch of sides. That's how this film felt, because this film touches on several things. It touches on the ASU strike and how the youth are idle when schools are on strike. It touched on Sade, who is like a spoilt brat, and her father, who is a corrupt politician. Touched on the fact that Sade is actually sleeping with her dad's employee, and it also touched on like the relationship between these two friends, Abiola and Lamidi. So it kind of highlights all these things, but this film wasn't about any of those things. It was about nothing. It was about nothing at the end of the day, because when you come to the end of the film, you'll be sitting there wondering, what was this film actually about? And that's the sad thing. This film actually had potential. I'll talk more about the story a bit, right? In the film, like I said, they have the party, Lamidi and Abiola, of which they make such a fuss about this, having this party, and they make a big deal of it throughout the movie. Then the day of the party comes, the party finally happens, and they barely even show us the party at all. That's mistake probably number 5 or 6. Then, there's this whole issue of Sade, who is this young girl, sleeping with her dad's employee. They don't even show the guy, the employee, but they make a bit of a fuss about it. But that just amounts to nothing. It has, at the end of the film, that had no bearing in the entire film. Then Sade gets kidnapped. Sade is a rich kid. At the end of the party, she walks home by herself. She should have, given her profile, should have had a car. And anyway, Lord have mercy. She gets kidnapped by one person. That person kidnaps her, takes her to the bushes, has his way with her before, disposing of her in the bushes. She's alive. And then, I don't even know what the plan was, because Lamidi contracted the kidnapper to kidnap Sade and dump her somewhere. And they dump her there. The police interrogate Lamidi and the friends, Lamidi and Abiola. And that happens on one day. Then there's another day where Abiola goes to the kidnapper's place to make inquiries, for lack of a better term. He gets kidnapped as well and thrown, sent into the bushes. At least 2 days pass between, this is the point, at least 2 days pass between Sade being kidnapped and Sade being found. Here's the thing. Sade was in those bushes. She wasn't tied up. She wasn't in the house. She wasn't being monitored. But she was in those bushes for at least 2 days. Why didn't she find her way to the road? Why didn't she find help? Why didn't she? That was incredibly confusing. And that's one of the major annoying things, or one of the places where they really dropped the ball in this film. The timeline. Now, my conclusion, because this is going all over the place, and I'm getting confused at this point. My conclusion is that they had a place that they were going, or they had a proper script, they had something they wanted to do, but this movie probably got derailed at some point, most likely in post-production. It probably got sabotaged. By whom, I do not know. But it's clear that they wanted to do different things and go in different directions and touch on different subject matters, probably efficiently, but several things must have been cut out. For example, there's a sequence where you see a chicken getting its guys, I need to end this here. If you have 1 hour and 19 minutes of your life to spare that you're not really doing anything with, you can go and watch All Na Vibes. Watch it at 1.5x speed, and I assure you that even at that, this film will feel incredibly slow while you're watching it, even as it's sped up. Guys, if you enjoyed this review, or if you enjoyed watching me be frustrated trying to do this review, please like this video by clicking on the like button just underneath the video, and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. If you've had the misfortune of seeing this movie All Na Vibes, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the film. My apologies to the people who are in this film and who made this film, but I'm sure you know that your film, it had several issues, and somebody needs to be held accountable for this project. Like and subscribe. Check out my other reviews by clicking the card in the corner of the screen. Brotherhood came out on Prime Video this weekend. You can click the card in the corner of the screen to check that out, to check my review of that out, and hopefully I'll be back real soon, as soon as next week, hopefully, to review a more entertaining, better made film than All Na Vibes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.